What is going on, my beautiful friends? Thank you so much for being here today on another edition of Trail Talks. Today is very exciting. We are going to the motherland of MTB. We are going to Whistler, British Columbia. To be exact, we are visiting the Cheakamus Trail Network. Yes, this is a chapter out of my book, The Best Mountain Bike Trails in Canada, available now on Amazon. To be exact, there is 5 chapters in this book on Whistler, and yes, Whistler is a mountain bike paradise. Absolutely best place you can ever hope to put 2 wheels on the ground in the whole wide world. There's just hundreds of amazing trails in Whistler, a must-ride place you absolutely must visit. This is the beginning of the trail networks when you are headed from Squamish up the Sea to Sky Highway. So this is often people's first destination when they want to get a taste of Whistler when they are just entering from the Vancouver Squamish area. Anyways, let us get into it. Yes, so there's a lot of good riding here for all levels. Most of the trails that used to be a green have now become a blue kind of around here. Trails like Farside, Riverside, LSD, most of those are all what I would call chill river riding with flow. So if you want to ride Farside, Riverside, or LSD, you can pretty much be a beginner for those trails. They are not hard. They used to be green, a lot of those. They have now turned to blue. But I would suggest those for all riders, just chilling along the river, great flow, great trails. When you want to take up the next level from that, you have trails like High, and High Side and the Flashback trails. Those trails are great little descent trails. A little notch up from these. They're also blue rated, but they are also great fun flow trails that pretty much, they're not too hard. If you want to go a bit harder of a blue, you got Sea Colors and Puke. Not the best blue around. You kind of need to do a big traverse to get there, but if you're looking for a bit harder of a blue, Sea Colors and Puke is kind of got a longer descent. It's over pretty quick. I would prefer the Flashback trails or High and High Side, but Sea Colors and Puke is worth a try too if you've never been out there. Next up, we have some very sweet trails, and I believe these trails are actually slightly outside the network, but they're right there in my books. I ride these ones when I'm riding Cheakamus, so I'm including them in. You got Hindsight, which is a black flow trail, sweet trail, got a good mix of features and some rocks. And then you got Heavy Flow, another kind of similar trail. You got some rock slabs, you got a little bit of jumps on it. Very good trails, both of them. Quite short, Heavy Flow and Hindsight. Absolutely worth the rip, though, when you're around this area. Next, let's get into another epic trail, AMPM, which is another highlight of this network. One of my favorites around here. You got the jumps, you got the drops, you got the rock rolls, equals great fun. AMPM, a must ride, an absolutely must ride trail. But when we are talking about Whistler single black epics, an absolute must ride in the area, we are talking about Duncan's It's Business Time, and I wrote that that's a single black epic. I would say that this is one of Whistler's top trails. This is my favorite trail in the Cheakamus network. Duncan's It's Business Time, what a brilliantly crafted trail. A lot of tech, a lot of rock rolls, a lot of ups, a lot of downs, and this trail will have you huffing and puffing. If you can clean this trail without hiking a bike up some of these hills, I commend you, because I cannot. So that is the one issue with this trail. If you are not a physically fit, strong individual and you're just looking for a descent, this is not the trail for you. It has some big nasty ups, but the downs are so much fun. So much sick technical traversing. They got one spot with like 5 rock slabs in a row. So many sick rock slabs, some kind of narrow off-camber lines that will test you, and just always feels so good coming off of Duncan's It's Business Time. And if you like that, and that was too easy for you Duncans, then you got Java Time, which is the double black XC Thriller, which is kind of Duncan's 2.0. Similar, it's got the big climbs, it's got the big descents over the rowdy rock slabs and some steep chutes. So if you like Duncan's It's Business Time and you want to take it to the next level, you got Java Time, which is an absolute banger. And then kind of in another part of the network, you got lots of kind of more cool XC, which I should mention, not my favorite stuff, but trails like Garbage, Double Black, Cable Guy Black, definitely worth a ride if you're a fan of the XC, and more of the same, you know, lots of roots and rocks, some rock rolls, and some huffing and puffing climbing, but definitely good fun, Garbage and Cable Guy. Finally, get into the one great trail here. This trail is kind of hard to access, but what a trail it is. The single black Lower Your Saddle, which this trail is an epic. It's got some double blackish rock rolls up top, which can be quite intimidating, but they go nice and smooth. The runouts are good. And then it gets easier down lower with some easier rock slabs and terrain. But overall, the Cheakamus, what a magical place and trail network this is. I highly recommend. A lot of people will kind of pass up the Cheakamus network, I think, to go over to places like Westside, Sproat, and obviously the bike park, I think Cheakamus is one of the best networks in Whistler. You know what? They're all fantastic. Whistler is just fantastic. Make sure when you go out to Whistler, you have at least a week or two. Don't go out there for a night or two. If you're doing a BC bike trip, take the time because there's just so much dam to ride. You're gonna need months and months and months. But definitely make sure you visit the Cheakamus Trail Network. Features the epic Duncan's It's Business Time. And if you're a single black rider and you kind of only got one day, I'm going to say make sure you hit the AM PM. Make sure you hit the Duncan's. Make sure you hit the lower your saddle. And even hindsight and have, you know what? Just ride it all for God's sakes. It's all so bloody amazing. I hope you can get out to Whistler. Any mountain biker in this world, if you have not made it out to Whistler yet, scrape together the dollars. The one thing about Whistler is it's very, very expensive. It's kind of a rich person's spot. So I hope you can scrape together your dollars, get out to the bike park, get out to Cheakamus, get up on Lord of the Squirrels, go enjoy the best mountain biking that Canada has to offer. Yes, that's right. We're talking about Whistler now. We are finally getting into the goods, and there's lots more coming. Over 70 places from BC in this book, or maybe around 70 trail centers locations. They're all here. I have ridden all the best in the country to bring that to you, and I would love some people to pick it up and tell me what they think about my best mountain bike trails in Canada. Was I wrong or was I right, baby? Either way, I hope you are having a lovely day. Summer is coming up. Get your bike tuned up. Get your bike ready. It's time to hit the trails. We can't all make it out to Whistler, but I'm sure you have some great local trail. Just get in the forest. Let that sunshine hit your face. Get some great exercise and love life, baby. Mountain biking equals love in life. It has changed my life, and I hope it can change yours too. I love you all. I wish you great wealth and great health. May abundance bless you, my friends, you and your family. And I will talk to you very soon in another video. Peace and lots of love. And I am out.